Smart people know a lot, but what happens when they outsmart the police? Here's a case where a smart citizen outwitted some clueless cops.
We're doing our job. You guys should be doing your job and actually catching the guy who's burglaring us in this place. Okay. You realize you're wasting your time with me.
Meet Officer Harrop from the Boulder Police Department. It's March 13th, 2020. These cops show up on the streets of Boulder, Colorado after a resident reported a robbery. They stop a guy named Dean who's walking with his friend, thinking he might be the robber because he fits the description. Dean says the cops know him and where he lives. Let's see what happens next.
Who do you think you are? What's your name and badge number? Name and badge number. If you're going to tell me what to do.
I'm not talking.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Am I being detained, sir?
So right now, there's potentially you're a suspect. So yes,
What?
you're being detained. You gotta see how stick your hand in your pocket, please. If not it, I'll let you go here in a second, okay?
Okay.
So
Boulder Police at its finest is going to be detaining somebody.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Briscoe,
Officer
11499.
Briscoe will be responsible.
And I believe this is Officer Hartikoff. Hello, officer.
You know exactly who these guys are.
Yeah.
Description, right?
Yeah, we're here to film you because of the call.
Okay.
Did y'all get here? I know y'all heard it.
Get to work, we don't answer questions.
Well, how quickly did y'all get here from the call coming out?
Get to work, we don't answer questions.
All right, so you matched the description of the guy.
Of course. Description had a hat on. Where's his hat?
He's got a hood up.
No, he said he was over a hat.
So,
he has no hat.
Sir, we're not talking to you right now.
I'm just not talking to you. I'm talking to myself.
So you not interrupt yourself.
You asking me to leave?
Sir, do you have an ID that I can see?
I don't have to identify myself.
You're talking to me directly.
As we've established, so we got a call.
Uh-huh.
As you heard.
You know who I am.
Yep.
You guys all know my name. You know who I am. You know where I live. You know everything about me. Why do you need to see my ID?
So our issue is that we had a homeowner call because they had a break-in recently. The description.
I understand. We're listening to you on the radio. Yeah.
Right, and they matched.
Yeah. We're doing our job. You guys should be doing your job and actually catching the guy who's burglaring us in this fucking place.
Okay.
You realize you're wasting your time with me.
This is just something we have to do to check that box to make sure that you aren't related. As
Sure.
small as it could be, it's something we got to check off.
Officer Hartikoff, you've seen me plenty of times. You know exactly what we're doing here.
Yep. Can you just remind me of your first name?
Yeah, my name's Dean. You know who I am.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know who I am, you will know who I am very shortly.
This is ridiculous.
Dean, and your
Yeah.
last
That doesn't
name?
match the suspect at all. The description was something totally different, and he was left in the garage.
I've already asked you to stop interjecting our
I'm
conversation.
talking for my video, not
So
to you, bud.
y'all heard the call come
Talk
out.
over
How
there.
quickly did y'all get here from when the call came out?
I'm not answering any other questions.
So it's just so if you were here within 30 seconds, that would explain why they saw you on the ring camera. But my concern is the fact that they called obviously because they saw a suspicious individual matching your description, who also matched the description of someone that broke into their house on Friday.
Great. Where is that person? We'd love to see this video and see what the person looks like. They've got ring cam video. Why don't you go look at the ring cam video and see if I look like that person?
We're working on that.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So
That person's probably walking away right now.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
If it's not you, then you're probably right.
Yeah.
However, you match the description right now, so we are
Great.
talking to you. And your partner over here is making it more difficult to do our job.
So it's making should make it difficult because you're wasting your time.
Okay. You believe that?
Yeah.
And you know what? I have to go out against what I'm going with what I got. Okay.
Yeah.
So like I said, we're going to check that footage just to verify and make sure that if it is the chance there was a miscommunication and you don't match the description as provided, then we will send you on your way. But once again,
Great.
I'm just going to ask, how quickly did you get here?
I'm not answering your question.
The person being held by Officer Harkop stays silent when asked questions, which is their right. They don't have to answer. They also choose not to show their ID or take off their face covering as a form of protest. They ask for the officer's identification cards, which they have the right to do according to police rules.
Established. So Dean, you and I both know who each other are. We're familiar with each other. We have to verify with the reporting party that the individual they saw in the ring is not you. Once we have verified that, then we will go from there.
Great.
But the basic description that we were given on the way here matches how you are dressed right now.
Uh-huh.
That is why we are talking to you right now. That's why we're having this conversation. Once we can get something more specific and narrow down the individual, then we will go from there.
Yeah, I think something more specific than this Someone who is completely covered, almost head to toe. You can't even hardly see anything but my eyeballs and the top of my nose. That's a description
And you can
of someone at 20 degrees out. Probably the description of 85% of the people out here.
You can understand how that's concerning for someone who just had their house broken into to see someone,
Sure.
as you described. You can only see their eyes. So they were recently victimized, and then they see you dressed like that walking near their house.
I don't see anybody else out here wearing a mask, so.
Would your officers like to identify yourselves? Names and badge numbers, please.
I already told you.
I didn't hear it.
Your buddy already identified me.
He's indicating that you didn't identify yourselves.
You can review the video if you want.
Once everything wraps up, we will get you business cards as you'd like, because I'm sure you're going to want those.
Absolutely, that'd be lovely to collect your cards.
Oh, just give us a few minutes. I understand it's taking a little bit, but technology can be difficult sometimes.
Time's ticking away. I got a little counter here. I know how long it's taken. I also understand detainment can't last forever. You have to let me go or arrest me.
Detainment can last however long it needs to for us to complete the investigation, and as it stands, we are still thoroughly investigating. Once that has been completed, I will let you know. Were y'all on foot in the area? Did you drive here? Is there any reason why this person would misinterpret you for the person that...
Again, not answering any of your questions.
Can you take care of that? So you have every right to refuse questions. We're just going to sit here until we get everything taken care of, okay?
Dean's your name, right?
Yes, sir.
You're free to go. Wasn't you?
Oh, free to go. Now go do
Dean,
good
I know you
work.
don't...
Could have, would have.
There's somebody robbing a house, right?
Hey, stop. I'm
Get
not,
to work,
I'm not
man.
talking to you.
Just
So Dean,
unbelievable.
Dean,
Alright, so
I'm gonna suggest highly that you do not show up to calls dressed like the suspect.
Oh my God.
Guys, just want to tell you that I'm going to show up to every call that I hear while I'm out, and I'm going to dress however the I want to dress.
We're gonna
Mask and all.
If you do that.
That's great. You guys can realize you're
I said
wasting
I'm
state
suggesting
and
it.
taxpayer money. You're wasting time. You're letting criminals go by around with us.
Dean, you're free to leave. As my partner said,
Please,
dressing the
thank
man
you.
you are is concerning for people, which is why we're...
This is how I dress every time I see you guys. It's not a surprise.
Yep, but...
I'm just suggesting it so you don't get stopped in the
How am
future.
I stopping?
All right, just make a mental note next time you see me and dress the same way. This is how I dress every time I'm out here. Don't with me next time. Go do your job.
We aren't messing with you, like I said.
You are. You know me, dude. Come on.
We gotta do an investigation.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
We check our boxes.
You could have left one person here to stay here and talk to us while the rest of you actually can look for the guy.
We're going. So what do you-
I'm free to go. Great.
All the time.
What a joke.
We're out of here. Let's go.
Absolutely. Have a good night. What's your name and badge number?
I already told you.
Nah, all of you. Every one of you. Cards. Cards.
I'll give him my card because he was the one detained.
There you go, sir. She give me a card for running your mouth. You came in contact, I'm asking for a card.
Hey man, stop following us.
Give me a card. Hey, you're running your mouth. It's your policy. Give me a card. Slow down. Okay.
It looked
your
like he came
policy,
to a
bud.
complete
It's up
stop.
to you. Your choice.
Yeah, you're not.
Hey, you're the one running your mouth, giving me directions, and then you don't want to give a card. This is your policy, not mine.
Dean was upset because the police spent time doing nothing useful when they could have been catching the real criminal. He was told he could leave, and the cops left too. It's surprising to see how these people cleverly get away from the police. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Goodbye.